field welding isn't shop welding. And I say that because when you're in the field, there's certain things that you don't need like the shop. And there's also certain tools and abilities you got to have that the shop don't have. And a lot of times the shop will require you to be um, halfway perfect. That's what I always say. Oh, you got to have a GED. They want you to have certain classes. They want you to have some references. They want this and that. But if you're good at being a field welder, a field installer, a lot of times, which majority of the times, you don't need no GED. You don't need no high school education. You need to be sharp at what you do. You need to be able to know what you're doing, knowing how to troubleshoot, knowing how to weld in any situation, knowing what rod to use, knowing how to set your machine and your equipment. So to me, it's a big difference because a lot of times a shop environment is controlled. It's a controlled environment, and coming out of prison as a black man, I tried the shop environment. It just reminded me too much of incarceration, reminded me too much of control. But once I got in the field, it was more leniency. It was more, I had to be safe, but I was able to make more money for the risk that I was taking, and it gave me more freedom. I had downtime. The welder gave me downtime. That was cool. We could do a project, and then I have a couple weeks of downtime, but I made enough money where it didn't bother me. I was like, I'm enjoying life. So I had to have a balance. So I say field welding is in shop welding because I feel you have to have more skills being a field welder than a shop welder. In my personal opinion, because people in the shop get out in the field and they'll panic when they see this half-inch gap, inch gap, or how to cut this clip off and make it right on this side, or how to do some fabrication or some RFIs in the field. A lot of times they'll panic if things not perfect. But if you're a shop person, or a field person, you can go in the shop and you can do their job easily. It's nothing. It's like, man, I didn't, it's kind of like you've been out in the you've been out in the wilderness fighting bears and lions, and then you go in here and they just got a dog and a cat, and you like, and you running from this? What? Man, you about to get out the way? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like it's not a challenge to us. So I say that because I feel like you got to be a stronger person. You have to have a stronger motivation, and you have to know more. To me, it's one thing being a good shop fabricator where you can line everything out and everything's perfect and all this good stuff, but it's another thing to do the same thing in the field. Hog on.